And we are live. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Mama?
I'm good. I'm good. Long day with kidlets running around. My knee is bumming out on me. So it's fun trying to chase after 4 when you're kind of hobbling. So
You decided 4. How many more did you want?
right?
Welcome,
I need babies.
welcome everyone. Welcome, Danielle, with your sister. I'm gonna get the chat going here very soon. See who's joining us live. It is a pleasure to get back into this. We haven't done this in a while. We haven't chatted on YouTube live. And with the magic of internet, who knows what's gonna happen? So that just caught us in the middle. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Let's check in. What's been happening lately? Happy spring!
Yay!
Yes.
Right?
I'll go into here. Get a little smudging. We're gonna chant. Tonight we're gonna chant, probably with the ukulele. It's my spring instrument, the play. We're gonna talk about what's going on with the festival. We're gonna talk about Sunday Just Chant for families. And what else? Let's start with the energy updates.
It's been a little craziness. I know I've heard from quite a few people that they had a little bit of a rocky spring equinox, right? So Monday was spring equinox. The balance of the light and dark, we're starting to get more light in our day than dark. We're starting to, open up and clean everything out and about to start getting back to normal somewhat. Although some of us in Saskatchewan, it's going to take us a little bit longer because of
it's the new year. It's the new year starting for most people following the seasons. It's that new energy and we feel it. And it's not always like pink and fluffy as we both experienced this week. I've had my own wave of anxiety coming back in to make me feel uncomfortable for a bit. And you've had your own.
I had my own fuck it day. It was a fuck it day.
Yes.
I had to release some of that pent up energy, that pent up anger. And the universe just like tested me hardcore. And like, I don't think I failed because I freaked out. I did freak out, but I think it was more of allowing myself to express and feel and experience all of those feelings, right? Sometimes those of us in this spiritual community, we want to be, I'm better than this.
Always love and light. Always love and light. No, it's love and light and a little bit of, as I like to say, love and light and a little bit of fuck that shit.
And a little bit of fuck that shit. Well, that day was my fuck that shit. So the weekend before, it was amazing. I was at this fantastic wellness show, meeting so many like-minded people, making so many more connections. It was absolutely fantastic. And then I got home and that energy was like way up here and it went boom.
Yeah, those highs and lows. Ride the waves.
Exactly. With that spring equinox, that balance of that light and dark. And then also that new moon, we had that new moon right there after the spring equinox. So it was exactly that, allowing the experience of that dark, of those lows that so often in our life we hide away from, just allowing that experience, because I had been fighting for like a day and a half. I had been fighting that low. I was like, no, I'm going to chant and I'm going to do yoga and I'm going to like try and like breathe it out and like work through my shit. And just like the universe just kept throwing things at me, just like more and more. right? So eventually I just fucking lost it. But after I finally allowed myself to go there, I allowed myself to experience it, to express it, to work through all that shit, then it started to lighten and it got a bit better. And then we had our great shift new moon call, which was fantastic. And then since then, it's been up again. Yeah. Right? I feel that spring energy coming in, still to slow down a bit, but not as dense.
Yeah.
Not as dense.
So this week I had this wave of gratitude for like I said, the spectrum of emotions, because when like anxiety was visiting me, it was uncomfortable. Like I went through a meditation where I had grief coming. It was a grief meditation. We were letting go, not grief, of guilt. Yeah, that's what it was. And it's a somatic guided meditation that I do 3 times a week. Now in the mornings, right after schoolwork, it's like scheduled mornings now at the house, early mornings anyway. But, and then it was like the feeling came in. It was really uncomfortable, but I was sitting with it and I was able to release it and really feel it like in my body. It was not just energetic. It was like bodily. So like having those visceral emotions coming in, being felt, and then leaving, and then having that gratitude for that is just, it's a new shift. It's a new paradigm almost for me. It's a definitely, because we get trapped in our emotions. We can, and we know because we have been there, but we got more tools now. We gathered more tools. So we're able to move through them in a more comfortable, not comfortable, in a more like, just like it's like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Just with more flow. We're not like fighting it so hard, right?
Fluidity. Yes, exactly.
The acceptance of the roller coaster, just kind of riding and flowing with it, as opposed to like holding on for dear life and avoiding it at all costs.
Yeah, and I think before, like a few years ago, even a couple years ago, these feelings would have taken over my day, my week, my month. That's a thing. It's like, are you still on this? Yep, apparently, right? And I'm not talking about like resurfacing things that's from our childhood or things like that. A lingering feeling or emotion that we're keeping ruminating, regurgitating, taking back. It's just, right? Why do we do this to ourselves? And that's the thing. It's like, this is a choice that we make. And we're going to ask ourselves, why we make those choices, right? Why are we choosing to suffer? Because let's just to stay in the fear and the lower vibrations. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hey, do you want to pull a card for us?
Yeah, I do.
What kind of card today? What's the lucky deck?
Yes, she went missing for like a week somewhere in the house. She ended up being in one of the kids' rooms, obviously.
You need a lock box or a basket. It's like sacred mama medicine. No touchy. And all the decks need to be really high.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, I think that's it. Let's see what the deck has to say today. This is a good one. This is a good one. We got the King of Swords. The King of Swords. Oh, what's up? I got a knock on my door. Hold on 1 second. I have to figure out what it is.
Real life, everyone. Well, after this card, we'll see what if there's any release that Danielle we feel the pull to do. Danielle is the queen of, if I'm the queen of chanting, Danielle is the queen of the release, the releasing with the crystals.
Thank you.
Recently,
Right?
I heard someone say, I don't remember if it was on Gypsy Mama's channel. Somebody was saying that they didn't like people that call themselves queen. Oh, maybe it was on Glyphs and Beyond, or that call
Oh,
themselves queen. Is like, well, that's actually my name. So, and then the whole thing about, well, there's only one God. Well, I don't know. I feel like we are all God and Goddess worthy. So it's all words. It's all words anyway. It's just words.
exactly.
It's not-
It's all semantics, right? It's
Yeah.
just what you choose. Okay, so we got the King of Swords. So intelligence, logic, rules and law, clear thinking, a strong communicator and leader, truth and proof, blending mental and spiritual pursuits. I feel like that's what we're going more for on this one. Bravery and courage. Intelligent and diplomatic, this king leads with facts, rationale, scientific principles, and the logical mind. He has an affinity for rules and thought, and he suggests finding impartial clarity before you take your next step. Even though he always seeks data and proof, he also knows that blending experience with inventiveness, or blending intelligence with emotional and spiritual energies, allows for well-rounded success. Be courageous in the pursuit of your path and find your own methodical, confident authority by knowing the way rather than just feeling the way. In shadow, this card can suggest using knowledge to take advantage of others. With truthful communication, it's time to help others in a way that is honest rather than manipulative. Find wisdom in your experience and seek to become the success engineer of your life. With confident, clear thinking, you will find your success. So I make intelligent and wise decisions about my future. To me, this speaks of contemplation. This speaks of knowing what we want, right? Not just feeling it. Not that feeling is a bad thing, but it's about that balance, bringing in that masculine energy with that divine femininity, merging the knowing, the feeling together as one, and having that clear, decisive action for where you want to take your life. And especially it being this new lunar year, right? This is the time. And with Pluto entering Aquarius, this is the time to get clear on your intents. What do you really want? Not just your head, not just your heart. What do they want together? Create that unity within them, within that masculine and feminine, and use both of these tools as a way to find that perfect path right down the center.
Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, that's a great card.
Right?
Proud for now. Yeah. So how you were at the market last weekend, and you and your hubby are making those organite things,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I've been wondering a while, because I've seen your beautiful runes. Do you have them right
Do I have
now
them?
around you? No? Are they
Yeah, I
around?
do. They're right
Yeah?
here.
You want to show
Yeah.
them? Because they're just
Yeah.
so beautiful. And I don't know if you're familiar with runes. I'm not personally. Hey, Queen Midas. I was just talking about queen, the word queens. That's so funny. We got a queen joining and another queen joining us. Yeah. So this is new to me, the runes. Like, this is not something I was really that's been part of my life, but you guys have been making those amazing runes. Look at that. So I was wondering, did you sell any at the market? Did you have some for sale?
I did have a set for sale, but we didn't sell them. So I have them currently. They are citrine and pink tourmaline. So it's all about that confidence heart center, like so fantastic.
Amazing.
So runes were the original oracle deck. Okay, so this is what the Vikings used to use for divination, to receive messages from that other side and to receive that guidance. It's really funny. I grew up and my grandmother does Reiki and therapeutic touch, and she had a set of runes in her living room always. And as a kid, I was like always drawn to them and fascinated. I would just pick them out, and then I would just, it's funny because this is the exact book that she has, but I would just go in and see which one it was. And I wouldn't read it because I was like probably like 5, 6, 7. Like I wasn't very old, so it didn't really, but it was just like I was so drawn to it and I didn't understand why. And then it's just like this past year or so, I recognized my husband had this same freaking book that he picked up at some random thrift shop like years ago before we met. And now it's like one of my favorite sets to use, which is like so divine. Should we pick a rune?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so we have little bags. My bag is purple, but the ones that we're selling, I have black bags. So let's see this root. It's like, yeah, it's just so divine. You'll see. So we chose Oredo. Oredo. Journey, communication, union, reunion. This rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has two sides, that balance, right? Two elements, and with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey, when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Inner worth mounts here, and at such a time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self, the teacher within. Once you are clear, you can neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intent on movement, be content to wait. While you wait, keep on removing resistances. As the obstructions give way, all remorse arising from trying to make things happen disappears. The journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. But the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any excess in your life. Material advantages must not weigh heavily on this journey of the self towards the self. Stand apart even from like-minded others. The notion of strength in numbers does not apply at such a time, for this is part of the journey. The soul's journey, it cannot be shared. Another of the cycle runes, Redo, carries within its form the rune of joy. For now the end is in sight. You are no longer burdened by what you've left behind. Heaven above you and earth below you unite within you to support you on your way. A simple prayer for the soul's journey is, I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of intention is proper on any occasion and is particularly appropriate as a preamble to healing. It's all about that balance, that self-discovery, that inner union. That is our job. That's what we're here to do. Stop thinking about everybody else.
It is so now. And that's what Queen Midas was saying. So Pluto and Aquarius energy. That's awesome and resonates. It resonates with the other card that you just pulled too. It's like that soul journey, the path.
The soul journey, merging the heaven and the earth within us in order to guide us in that right action step, that next step forward. So freaking divine. I love the runes. I love the runes.
I love them too. I'm tempted. I'm visiting soon. Maybe you'll have to keep that rune bag for me. So I was tempted to chant. I wanted to maybe chant Lakshmi for that bursting energy, that fertility. But now I'm feeling Asatoma Sat Gamaya now because it's like that merging from. So maybe we can do both. Did you want to do a little bit of a clearing with the crystals first, or
Sure. Yep.
And then we're gonna do some chanting. Oh, we got Lauren here. Hi, Lauren. Thanks for joining. Yeah, let's do a little bit of an energy clearing. So, Queen Danielle, the crystal queen, the crystal healing mama, has many, many beautiful gifts. But she helps release the shit.
Right? Isn't that such a good one?
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you do on a daily basis, basically.
Right. So basically, I find the stuck pieces and energy within our fields, like ours individually and ours collectively. I find and I ask Source to bring up whatever is next on the, like whatever layer is next, right? So we have all these infinite layers within us of experiences on this plane in this specific body and in other bodies. So we have these layers. They're either stuck and stagnant emotions that we haven't felt through, limiting beliefs that were placed on us, or societal or familial conditioning that has created this thought pattern within ourselves and within our energy that is continually bringing these situations and feelings to us in our life, asking us basically to work through them. But sometimes it's, well, let's be real, a lot of us have a really hard time working through our shit, right? It's not something
until it just shows up in the worst possible way, and then we can't walk anymore, and we're like, okay, well, maybe it's time I start working on my shit.
Right? Or like if it's a stuck, stagnant emotion that was saved from a past life and it's stuck in your body, your energy is asking you to release it, to work through it. And so the universe continues to bring situations into your life that makes you experience and feel this, but you just can't let it go because you don't know where it's really coming from. Right? So we bring it up, we figure out where it's coming from, and then using crystals in the unified field, we release them. And then anytime we create space with releasing, we want to fill that space intentionally. So then we ask the soul or source, whatever, to fill it with affirmations or better thought patterns that will help us towards our highest life, right? That highest intention. So when you said, do a clearing, it was my Kundalini Congo citrine that decided to come out to play. That Kundalini energy, getting all of it. I feel like it's super, super intense and potent right now, especially with this Pluto in Aquarius, right? We're starting to recognize that we need to do this work. This is what we're here for. More and more people are going to be becoming aware of this and start. So I feel like we need to collectively drop some of those limiting beliefs and the conditionings that have been placed on us, specifically on this plane in this particular society. And there's always more layers. I'm just thinking about this release right now, and I'm I've started releasing some of this and I've gotten a fair ways away from it, but there's always another layer. This is the journey. If there were no more layers, we wouldn't be here right now, right? This is what we do. So let's tap in. I'm feeling mad feminine vibes in here for us. It's crazy. So I'm feeling it's more conditioning, more beliefs that have been ingrained in us, specifically around our connection and our abilities, right? A lot of time here on this planet, as we know, women specifically who came out of the closet, if you will, with their abilities were persecuted. This is a deep, deep witch wound that we continue to work through. This deep, deep sister wound, too, of being persecuted by other women who just used us as a method to take the heat off of them. That's what's coming up for me right here. Understanding that we kept ourselves closed, we kept ourselves small, and we continue to do so for fear of being pointed out, for putting that target on our back. We're so fearful of allowing everyone to see us for this magnificent, amazing, multidimensional soul that we are, with these amazing gifts that we all hold. So let's release some of those fears, right? Because generally when we do releases, 90% of the time, they're fears, right? That's the antithesis of love, is that fear. So it's really funny. Last night I did our second week of my program, Release That Shit, where we were going up through the chakras, releasing whatever collective shit comes up on the way. And when we did the solar plexus yesterday, and it was, not standing in our power, not allowing ourselves to be seen, that fear of being seen, because if we stand in our power, those that stood rightfully in their power, we're pinpointed, we're targeted, we're then taken out, because all it's been on this plane for centuries is a fight to see who is the top dog, right? So you didn't want to be the top dog, because that put a target on your back. So let's release some of that. So let's release the fear of fully being in control of our gifts. We release the fear of fully actualizing our soul's potential. We release the fear of standing in our power as the magnificent beings that we are. Now, what we need to understand collectively is these thought patterns, these fears, and these beliefs were put here on purpose to keep us small, to keep us disconnected, to keep us fearful of the amazing powers that each and every single one of us hold within us. When we allow ourselves to start peeling back those layers of not self in order to find that magnificent glowing soul at the center of it all, Source, God Creator, just stands there with such glowing pride, just so happy for us, because these are the gifts that we were given by Creator. We were meant to have these abilities. We were meant to be able to do and connect to these amazing parts of ourselves. You are allowed to shine brightly. More than that, it is your job to shine brightly in the beautiful magnificence that you are. When you allow yourself to shine, you ignite something in everyone around you. And it starts this amazing, beautiful domino effect of bright lights. I'm getting like mad goosebumps. It's like
I'm getting the giggles again. I woke up with the giggles. I'm going to bed with the giggles.
Oh, it's just like that. Just contentment and joy, and just, this is what we're meant to do, guys. We're meant to do this. We're meant to release all that that's not us, to find out who the fuck you are at the center of yourself. Before I started this work, I had no idea who I was. I was who I was being in the moment, depended on who was around me and what they wanted of me. And I feel like a lot of us were stuck in that pattern, but no more.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is like in this work that we do, or that anyone does, the deep work, right? The one that is not necessarily easy. There's a lot of periods that are dark and hard and intense, but there's also this joy and play and lightness that that are part of it. It's not always like, we have to learn to also play. And there's been a lot of that energy lately, lots of play. And I'm starting to encourage my friends sometimes, draw with me here, because it's true. We're always thinking about something. And when we focus, like when we join a membership, or when we do a clearing, or we catch a live, like what's happening now, there's this like accountability into also standing still, doing nothing, but not doing nothing, doing one thing, doing one task, and focusing on whatever it is. It could be crying in a little bubble. It could be releasing with a crystal, chanting, drumming, whatever. But like, it's like connecting to that intuition of what we need to do and not questioning it, right? To be like, not like judging us, or like bringing that ego in and second guessing ourselves, but just enjoying it. And then often what I'm realizing is that it just brings me more connected to my own 7-year-old kid, just by skipping without, like, we skip sometimes in the street for fun. And it's actually a really good exercise to skip, cardio and muscles. But I'm just saying, I'm not questioning, I'm not second guessing, I'm not thinking what our neighbors are going to think looking out the window. Who gives a fuck, right? But we have to tap into this, to the hard work, the easy work, the fun work, all of the thing. The rest is the work. Resting is work. It's part of it. My son is screaming at me from the bathtub while I'm in the middle of a live. I don't know what he wants me to say right now. Je travaille, Coco. Okay, we got Onyx. Onyx joined us. Hello, goddess. Oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, yeah, I gave the branch to Queen Midas. I was like, we don't have any moderators on. I was like, here you go. Lika's website. Yeah, no, that's not my website anymore. I don't know where you got this one. It's thechantingqueen.com, but thank you, Queen Midas, Ava. So
awesome. You're amazing.
Thank you so much, Danielle, for this beautiful clearing. Yeah, your words, your wisdom. Today I joined your live. You were popular there. It's like,
I was feeling it. I was like, oh.
She was having all the love. Let's do Lakshmi. I'm feeling Lakshmi. Let's chant a bit. I want to play with my ukulele because it brings me joy. And it's spring instrument, and it's easy. So Lakshmi, she's perfect because she's really Ostara in a way. They're kind of like, I was looking into Ostara, I was like, she kind of reminds me of Lakshmi, that fertility, that creativity, the amusement, the prosperity, the abundance, right? Like, it's all very feminine, and it's all very spring energy, new beginnings and stuff. So it's on my about page on YouTube. Well, I better change that. I thought I updated all that. Thanks, Queen. Thanks, Eva. So Om Shri Lakshmi Mahadevi Namaha. So all words that we might have heard before put together in a beautiful mantra. So Om Shri Lakshmi Devi Mahadevi Namaha. It's easier to chant. You'll see. So all the beautiful people that just joined us. Hello, everyone. Please chant with us. Okay, I need my book. Sorry, this is a new mantra, and I'm feeling like not 100% confident. Okay, so it starts with C and then G. Okay, I got it. It's okay. So mantras I've done like 200 times. This one is new. Om Shri Lakshmi Devi Nama. Here you go. Om Shri Lakshmi Devi Nama. 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 Feeling that solar plexus chakra activating. Tapping into that energy of abundance. Thank you, Lakshmi. When I think about chanting Lakshmi, when I invoke or call in for support Lakshmi, I always think about this great big yellow light. Now I have like those lights related to some mantras or some gods and goddesses that are clear, and then it just goes directly to this chakra that it needs to be clearing, and it's just like automatic now. I love it.
All I have to say is I cannot wait to chant with you in person again.
It's
Seriously.
been a while. Yeah.
It has been a while. It's been like too long. Because it's like
I don't do as many in person circles, and
just
I got lots coming up though this summer. Holy 4 festivals now.
woo.
Beep, beep. I'll be traveling. Yeah, I'll be fun. Should we do another mantra?
Heck yeah.
Thank you for all the love, ladies. I don't know if we have any men online. Say hi. We'd like to have that balance. What should we chant? Should we chant Krishna for that inner strength and power of the path?
I
Or
have been
Asatoma,
like
Gamaya, leading from darkness to light.
yes.
Finding that balance.
Yeah, from darkness to light, from the winter to the spring. Heck
Are
yeah.
we both in Canada? Yes, we're in Saskatchewan. Represented. Yeah. So Asatoma Sat Gamaya, Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya, Mrityarma Amrita Gamaya. Yes, it is a mouthful, but just feel the vibe, feel the energy. Let your body and voice guide you through the melody. If you hum, that's great. We vibrate. When we vibrate, shifts happen. Body shifts. When voice vibrates, body shifts. That's me. I wrote that. And it's true. So if you can just vibrate with oming, thank you. It's amazing. But if you can chant the mantras, the syllables affect different energy centers and hubs in our body. So it recalibrates the flow of energy, the prana. So Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya. Vrityarma Vrita Gamaya. Asatoma Sat Gamaya. Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya. Vrityarma Vrita Gamaya. Asatoma Sat Gamaya. Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya. Vrityarma Vrita Gamaya. Asatoma Sat Gamaya. Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya. Vrityarma Vrita Gamaya. Let's just sit with the mantra for a moment here. And feel the ripples. Lead me from darkness to light, from ignorance to truth, and from death to immortality. Such a beautiful, powerful mantra.
So good. So good. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just bathing in the energy.
Oh, blessed out.
Onyx says my partner is listening and it looks like he likes it. Woohoo! Let's get those men and energy flowing. I got my kid needing to get out of the bath here.
Mom life.
Yes, I might have to say goodbye now. So just before we leave, I wanted to thank everyone for joining. Thank you so much. It was nice to have a little bit of a circle around North America. We got some Americans joining, Canadians. Oh, thank you for joining. Quickly talk about Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Saskatchewan time. I am hosting my first Just Chants, which is basically a little chanting session, fun times, drumming, very chaotic and loud 45-minute chanting for the family. So for our kids, for our husbands, if you have any, for anyone who wants to play. So bring that play, that child innocence of who cares what we sound like, let's have fun. And talk a little bit about chakras, a little bit about energy, nothing too heavy, just to introduce everyone to what we do, which is chanting. So Danielle, you'll be joining with your 4 littles. Maybe we'll see them pop in and out of the screen, and it's okay. It's all about flow, and it's gonna be fun. My 7-year-old, who is screaming right now from the bathtub, I apologize, is going to be leading. Everything is there for him. He can take a towel, bathe himself. He can take it. He can take care of himself. He's old enough and responsible enough. So he will be leading a few sessions. I'm sure he'll be drumming a little bit with us and all that. Yes. And then we'll have to talk about the festival. at a different time before I get, you know what? Talk a little bit about the festival.
I'll
Okay,
talk about the
you go ahead.
festival. I can't see the chat, but this summer, come and join us, you wonderful awakened women. We are so excited to be holding a beautiful festival called Sacred Women Festival on my property, actually just north of the forest, Porcupine Provincial Forest here in Saskatchewan. We're getting away from the crazy hustle and bustle of life. We are gathering as women in circle, in ceremony. We have so many amazing presenters and vendors. There'll be 3 days of bliss, being out in Mama Nature, underneath the stars. Maybe we'll even see some fantastic northern lights. We had them so amazing last night. Our good friend Onyx, who was in the chat, I hope you're still here, will be facilitating some amazing sacred ceremonies. Malika will be having an amazing kirtan circle. Can't you just imagine it? Hundreds of women around the circle together, chanting and singing, all setting some beautiful intentions. This is like putting your stake in the ground, saying, you know what? My spirituality and my connection to the divine is important to me. This is my intention that I am setting. I am awakening. I am rising. And we are doing it together. So excited.
Well, it's bedtime over here. Thank you, Danielle, for taking over. I'm sure it was amazing. I'll watch the replay.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining. I gotta put my kiddo to bed. It's this time of the evening here. Much love to all. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Danielle. It's we should do this more often now.
We'll have to do more of these again.
Got to keep it regular.
Yes. Should do like a weekly thing.
I think so too, but we do have a lot of group sessions and stuff in the evenings. So, right? We're going to have to balance it all out. When it aligns. Divine timing. Right?
It'll flow.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining. We'll see you soon. Bye.